Welcome to La Bohème Family, a trio with big dreams. I'm Roberta, and this is my partner Onur. And she is our little adventurer Luna. We are on a journey to live a life filled with freedom and unforgettable experiences. We decide to break away from the conventional lifestyle and set sail around the world in our trusty sailboat. Join us as we navigate the seas, discover new culture, and share the highs and lows of our sailing adventure. So, hit the subscribe button and let's sail together. In our last video, we took you through the process of building a brand new wooden rudder from scratch. Now that the woodwork is complete, it's time to reinforce the rudder. To do that, Onur covered it with layers of fiberglass.
After the wood, I am putting the fiberglass on top. So 2 layers fiberglass, and I want to put extra 2 layers on here to give the little bit bump on the water curve. So as you know, the rudder style is not go straight down, it has to be a little bit bumpy. So I have it on the wood, but I'm trying to give it more with the fiberglass also. This is the first coat of the fiberglass. It's looking good, huh? This is 2 coat. This is 5 coat fiberglass. After all this sand, looking good.
Before we can move on to painting the rudder, there are a few more issues to address on the boat's bottom. The first task is resolving the through-hole fittings.
So this is the engine room seacock over here. So I take it out all the screws, and it shows me this. I need to take it out, this part, and I wanted to rebuild the seacock here. And I wanted to take it out, this old depth sander here also. Seacock projects.
And fixing the rudder support, which was cracked when we removed the rudder.
Try to take out rudder. We were trying to figure it out. In that time, we crack here, and I send it down, and there's a 2 fiberglass and patty inside. So we crack the patty area, and you can also see under that the crack is moving until there. So the thing, sanding here, sanding down, epoxy silica, maybe fiberglass on top. That's it.
Now let's walk through the steps for the through-hole fittings. First, Onur started by grinding down the old through-hole fittings to prepare the area for removal.
Today's project, seacock removal. Let's see how it is working. Looking good. Okay. Okay, 4 of the seacock is grinded. This is the engine room intake, raw water intake. This one is the old, not using for the depth sander, which I took. This one is the holding tank intake. Actually this one is a toilet raw water. And there was a little one over here which I really don't understand what was it for. It was tapped on the head. It was not using it, but I don't know why they use it or why not. I think I will close this one too.
Next, he carefully removed the through-hole fittings to make space for the new ones.
So I put the stick like this type of the stick inside there, and right now I am putting a hole, the new hole. This is the one of the best job ever. If you want it, follow me.
Once the fittings were out, he sanded the area to ensure a smooth surface for the next steps.
So you need a tool like this to make around all sanded, and then you have to sand it also in here to make sure that when you apply your 5200, it should be fit. And this is a seacock that we have. Look how nice and go. Yep. And for this one I have a special tool. We're going inside and lock it, and here we go. Look at that. But we didn't put the 5200 right now. I will do it later.
Then he closed off the old through holes by inserting and securing plugs.
We are doing a plug. So what I did, I make fiberglass on this marine wood. This is 20 layers of fiberglass. So it's already done, and I will make a hole on this using this one to make a hole and make a plug. Let's see how it will work. This is the plug, how you have to do it. So you have to drill it first to make your center point. So when you open a little bit on the plywood like this, I will show it to you. When you drill it from here and take it out, this drill bit outside, and then the smooth cutting. So this will be the plug. 20 layers of fiberglass. So this is the thickness of the hull that it was before they took it out for the depth sander. So this is the piece that it was inside. So I just epoxy silica it, and I will do it here also, but here is smooth, as you guys see. So this is the inside that I will plug it with epoxy silica, this one, and then cover with fiberglass on the top, and then cover behind also. So it's good to go, and I will close this section. I'm not using it anymore.
To reinforce the plugs, he applied epoxy silica and covered them with 2 layers of fiberglass for added strength.
This is how it will look, the plug after epoxy silica, but I wanted to put over top 2 layers of fiberglass to make sure that everything is good. It doesn't need it, but still. This is how the plug looks like at the end. So I have to cover it with primer and then paint.
Finally, Onur installed the new through-hole fittings using 3M and 5200 sealant, ensuring a watertight seal.
One of them is done, is nicely done. So what I am doing, these are the 5200 3M. I am putting here nicely. Okay, this gun is not working good, but so put this 5200 like that everywhere, and this place is cleaned with alcohol. Sand it first, clean with alcohol, so it is good to go. And we are going inside like that.
In previous videos, you saw Onur remove the Cutlass bearing housing. Now he faced the challenge of cutting it out.
It's a little bit work. It's not coming easily out because it's all the things together.
What's usually a simple task ended up taking 2 days to figure out. But, as always, despite all the struggles, Onur found a way to get it done.
Hallelujah. After 2 days, it's coming out. Finally. Life should be easy. Like this. It should be easy like that. Right? But no. If you are doing sailboat project, it is not that easy. Life should be easy like this. No, it's not like that. Anyway, project done.
Between one boat job and the next, through all the struggles and problem solving, Onur still found time for some well-deserved moments of joy. He tested his skills as a chef, using the sailboat oven for the first time.
Look at this.
And even grilling outside.
Good morning, another Bristol morning. I have a winter clothes, as you guys see. It is 6 a.m. in the morning, 50 Fahrenheit outside, 10 degrees Celsius. And it's freezing actually right now in September. And I make my coffee, and I would like to say thank you who bought us the coffee. His name is Ismail Aptekin. And I would like to tell him my own language. I actually want to say thank you to him with the Turkish coffee, but my facility right now here, I cannot do it. But in the future, definitely I will do it. Teşekkürler İsmail, bize armağan ettiğin kahveler için. Gerçekten çok makbule geçti. Bu kahveler kesinlikle hem bize hem tekneye gidiyor. Haberiniz olsun. Çok teşekkür ederim. Have a good day. Thank you guys.
Well, my Turkish is still work in progress, so maybe next times I can say something in Turkish, but I have Turkish coffee, so thank you so much, Ismael. Thank you so much for your support. Your generosity is truly appreciated. But in the meantime, in my language, grazie mille. So we started this YouTube channel not so long ago, and having people that are supporting us is truly rewarding. So thank you so much for following us, and thank you so much for believing in us. So if anyone else wants to help us reach our dream, you can scan the QR code or use the link. We will definitely appreciate your support.